All right, y'all. What's going on? It's Jordan with the ManUscript. Got Scoot with us in here. What we talking about today?
Hey, we got to talk about this Kyrie Irving and what it means for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah. What you feeling?
Honestly, I'm one of those people. I'm a Kyrie fan in the sense of Kyrie doesn't go with the flow of everything. Like, he questions things. Yeah. I respect that about him because I feel like a lot of people, like, at this point, they've been so badgered over their head with, you need to get that shot, that they're at that point where there's like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the shot so people leave me alone instead of questioning, like, why is this what it is? So I respect them on that. But I was just really sitting down and I was thinking about it. And I was like, this might actually be a very bright spot for the Brooklyn Nets. And people probably sitting there thinking, like, what does he mean? Like, that's Kyrie Irving. Because right now, what they can do is they can trade Kyrie Irving and still have James Harden and Kevin Durant.
True. Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, what states can you go to where there's no vaccination mandates right now? And they're probably going to be behind you 100%. And I was like, Florida and Texas. And then I was like,
Miami, Dallas.
I was thinking of the Florida teams, and I was like, you send him to Orlando, he's not going to want to go there. It's not too many players there that you really want back. Then I was like, Miami, he might want to go, but then they just signed Kyle Lowry. Like, are they really going to give up Kyle Lowry? And do the Nets want Kyle Lowry? Kyle Lowry, to me, isn't that good of a player for what. Like, I'm not trading Kyrie Irving for Kyle Lowry. But then I was sitting there and I was like, the Dallas Mavericks might be the best spot for Kyrie Irving. And it works out for both teams perfectly because Porzingis does not want to be in Dallas anymore.
No, he don't want to be there.
You move him to the Nets. Now you have a 7'3" guy who can move really well on the court. I mean, he don't play good defense, but, he can move his body around.
Yeah.
Last year, Giannis pretty much dominated the Nets. I love KD, but KD got to give you 30 on offense. And if he giving you 30 on offense, you cannot ask him to play defense on Giannis. So you move Porzingis over to the 5 or the 4, doesn't matter. And you have him play Giannis. So they get Porzingis. I say you throw Tim Hardaway Jr. in the trade because now you got a scorer that can come off the bench. Jalen Brunson and probably like another player and a pick. And then the Nets saying Kyrie Irving and Tyler Johnson and like one of their picks. But now, Luka has somebody who can take the pressure off him where, every night this guy can give you 20 points. If at ease, like a low night for him is going to give you 20 points. And so that takes the pressure off Luka and what they needed. And then last year, Dwight Powell for the Mavericks came back and looked like, okay, this dude's a way better power forward stretch 5 than Porzingis is. Yeah. So you got Dwight Powell out there playing. And so I think, in all honesty, the Nets should just trade him to Dallas because you still have Durant, you still have Harden, you move Harden to the point guard, and now you get depth. That way you can run in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because right now your team literally is Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden. One of them go down. Look what happened last year. The other two is too much pressure on them because they literally
injuries gonna happen, man, especially in the NBA.
And last year they had nobody to take the pressure off of them. Like it was like, oh, man, all right, Harden hurt too. But now you get a guy like Tim Hardaway, Brunson, where like these dudes are great legit role players. You're like, okay, we got role players now to take stars that more rest. I think for Brooklyn to do right now would be probably to trade him to Dallas.
Trade him. Yeah. I like it. I like the moves.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the money situation is and all that stuff on the back end, but, just hypothetically speaking, like trading would be great. And I love Kyrie as a ball player, but it's always seemed like there's something. It's just always something there. It's just like annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I want him on my team. It's just annoying. Like, no matter what side you stand on, whatever. It's just annoying. Like as a teammate, be like, bro, I gotta answer all these questions about Kyrie. What's going on, Kyrie? What's going on, Kyrie? Like, it's unfortunate because he's like probably the best guard in the league, like ball handling wise, scoring wise. He reminds me of AI.
Yeah. I think the thing with Kyrie is, I think that exactly right there. Like everybody knows, like this dude has the potential to literally have his names mentioned in the guard conversation with the Kobe's, AIs, and Jordans.
Dude, after he won that championship in Cleveland, when he hit that shot,
Yeah,
like, that was his moment. It was like, okay, it's your house now. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my league, and it just went a totally direction that I didn't see coming. I just didn't see it coming, bro. I just didn't.
Like for me, I love how he questions everything.
Yeah.
I hate how the media is like, okay, this guy's a star. Why is he questioning what's going on in the world? Like, and it almost to me feels like at times it's the shut up and dribble. Like, just do what the world is telling you to do, so you don't look like a sore thumb. Yeah. And I'm like, my thing is, if Kyrie was Cam Johnson, it wouldn't matter.
Nobody would care. Yeah,
it wouldn't matter. Like, even with Andrew Wiggins, it really it mattered, but like nobody ever actually interviewed Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, it was Steph and Draymond. Like,
and look at like Cole Beasley in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he's not getting vaccinated, none of that stuff. And it's not as big of a distraction, you know what I'm saying? And he did the same thing. He's like, I'll just walk away if I have to. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, but like, let it have been Mahomes who was like, no, I'm not getting back. We would never heard the end of it.
Never. Yeah, I'm just over this whole COVID. I just want this to be over with so we can get back to regular life, man. Let people make their own choices. It's just everything that's going on, man. So even with like the whole Kyrie situation, though, the whole cancel culture, we've been talking about the last couple of days, man. It's just everything's just getting out of hand, man. It's just let people just be them, man. You want to be this side, you want to be that side, cool. But leave it alone. You know what I'm
saying? I feel like the world today is so stuck on everybody trying to be the same. Mm-hmm. And they got like the thing that made the world a great place was everybody was original. Everybody was different. And they're trying to take
individualism.
Yeah, they're trying to do everything they can to remove individuality from choices like that. And I'm like, it's gotten to a point now where, you know, it almost feels like a control mechanism, because you are going to get some people where if they hear it so many times, they're just going to say, forget it, I'm going to do it. Or forget it, I'm going to conform. And it's like, it's not about conforming. It's about, hey, this was never what we stood on. Like, this is, you know, land of the free, home of the brave. This is your land, this land is my land. Individuality, you know, different races, different cultures, different ideals. And I feel like what's happened is people can't explain their ideals anymore and explain why they feel the way they do. And so first thing they do is they get to a point where they're like, well, you don't agree with me, I don't like you. And it's like, it's not it.
I think that started with the whole participation culture too, man. Like, people don't know how to take criticism. People don't know how to, like, okay, you know what? Your point sounds better than mine. You know, I'm going to change my stance on it. Everybody's so strong on their stance. Like, no, this is the right way. Like, it shouldn't be like that, bro. You're supposed to learn from each other. You know, you might have a perspective and feel strong about it, but then you're supposed to do your research about it and learn the other side. And your perspective might change. It might stay the same. Who knows? But that's not the culture we're living no more, man. It's like my way or the highway. I'm right. You're wrong. Don't want to hear it. And that's why we're in all the situations we in today, man.
Exactly.
I think we'll see what the boys talking about. I'm not sure if somebody's trying to jump in.
Gabe said that.
But yeah, man. So just moving forward with the season. I mean, we got the season coming up, man. I got to ask you, man. You get in fantasy basketball, or are you going to pass on it this time?
I don't see, like last year, I never even like looked at my team until like week 6. And I was like, I got to do this every day. Like,
even though like I do a weekly league, even though it's weekly league, you still have to look at it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty wild. Like, you at least have to look on Monday so you can set the team up for the week. But then players be like, last minute, oh, I'm out on a Wednesday. He's like, damn, it's midweek. And you scramble and try to grab somebody. And if you ain't check it, then you don't know.
Yeah, that was me. Like, because I remember like I had Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons. Like, I had a squad, but then out for like 3 weeks.
That's another thing too. These dudes be sitting out too much, man.
And then I was like, oh, okay, I gotta check this every day and change my life.
Do you think players behind the scenes are maybe kind of like, man, let's rest games to try to push the league to reduce the amount of games? Do you think 82 games is too long?
Yeah, I mean, and we got to be honest about it. 82 games in what, 6 months? Technically 4.
Yeah, they playing. Some teams are playing 5 games a week.
Yeah, like, and I think like people are like, oh, well, they get paid all this money, this and that. I think people tend to forget, like, yeah, they get like, this isn't just rec league. Like, every dude in this league is strong. Every dude in this league is fast. Like, it's a lot of wear and tear daily. Like, what I think should happen is, and this is all, like, this has been my point with basketball since high school, because there's no sports in July. Mm-hmm. Basketball that stretch out and the finals be at the end of July.
Yeah.
So that
make it a summer league.
Yeah. So that way it's like, yo, because like, think about it. They start in October and they go to June, but October, November, it's all spaced out. It's not until December, like Christmas time.
Yeah.
And then after that, you looking like, oh, game Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we going to another city. Thursday, we have a game. Friday, we fly back home. Saturday, we have
a home Saturday game. Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, like, you got back to back. Then you got a back to back, a break, a game over here in a different time zone. Come back home, a game. And so I'm like, nah, man. Like, at the max, they should play 4 games a week. 3 days off in a week. At the max, 4. 3 ideally.
So if you do 4 games a week, and if you put it at 10 weeks, so you're looking at 40 games. That's cutting it in half. You know. Yeah. But I think. I don't think you necessarily have to cut it in half, but I think they should maybe reduce the games just so they can, because man, it's tough on fans too. Like, oh man, Braun coming to the city just one time this year, got your tickets early, got good seats early, cheap, and then a week ahead, 2 days ahead, hey, Braun's resting. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that sucks, dude.
Right. And I mean, it's also one of those things where it cuts into the players' money, and that's the thing,
because some of them get paid by games.
Yeah. And so it's like, you know, this dude's making $40 million a year. Yeah, bro, you got to suit up. Like,
yeah, you got to.
It is what I think. But I think if they were like, hey, you know, we're gonna turn this into a 26-week regular season, so therefore, like 6 months of the regular season is like regular season basketball. I think we would see a whole Rockets or so become better teams because young dudes got a chance to actually grow in the game. Like, I know it got to be tough on them to go from high school, college level playing to pro level playing where all these dudes are good and you really don't get to watch, like, sit down and have 2 or 3 days to watch film. Like, hey, this is where you fucked up last night, kid. But today, you go out there and it's like, you know, so, and that's why I think you see a lot of them, like, even with LaMelo last year, like, he would have flashes in the beginning of the season where you're like, dude, this dude about to ball out. And then it was like, wait, hold up. What happened to you?
Then he got hurt and he was gone in recovery.
But then when he came back, it was like, okay, you've been able to watch the pro game. And I mean, you know, when we were younger, we used to tell ourselves, like, man, we can go play pro. Like, we can hang with dudes. Right. And then it's like, you go to the next level, or even when you get like rec league or so, and you actually playing against dudes who were like D1 athletes and stuff, you're like, okay, maybe I can. Like, you didn't even make it to the league, and you out here dominating. So, like, what do these dudes in the league do? And so, I think that's what it is. Like, if we gave them more time, we would have better basketball.
Yeah, for sure. Because they definitely don't play no defense. But why would you? When, I mean, I've been blessed to travel a lot this year, man, and I'm exhausted. And my traveling's been spaced out. So I can't imagine doing it for a whole season, traveling twice a week. Like, that's, especially like teams like San Antonio, and they got that because down there in San Antonio, like their arena's being used for all that other stuff. So they got to do that long road trip, man.
Yeah.
Get that, bro.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Anything else you want to touch on?
Nah, man. We'll save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get together and we'll definitely have a good time. So yeah, I'm glad we finally got a little one-on-one. This is dope. It's way quicker, it's more efficient. I like it. It doesn't have the same feeling when we all get together. It's a great time. Right. But, man, we get to talk about things a little bit more that we probably not gonna get to talk about on Thursday. So yeah, thanks for reaching out. But yo, let's do it today. So I was like, come on, let's do it. I got baby girl with me. Luckily, she ain't been too noisy. But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We're gonna start adding y'all to the Facebook page so you can get everything in there. A lot of stuff coming on. We got contests coming up. Oh, did you see David's? I can't wait till they see that. He almost messed up.
He was like, all right, Rock. You almost lost your rocks, but
he did. Yeah, he did. So yeah, we got a challenge coming out to y'all, man. I gotta think of something. I gotta do something too. That looks fun. But yeah, man. So see you tomorrow, bro. Be safe today, and chop
All
up with you in a little bit. And y'all be easy.